go. Alright. Yeah, turn the flashlight off on my phone. Alright. Siri bot, stream elements, hopefully comes next. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. But yeah, we'll be getting started in just a little while, everybody. We'll be getting started, hopefully around the 4-minute mark on the elapsed time at the top left of the screen there. So, as always, of course, be sure to get ourselves prepared, and we'll get into the game real soon, hopefully. Just, excuse me, just checking on the usual stuff and things. Sorry about that. That was a, stream, pretty much stream on my phone. So yeah. So that was friend, pretty much, That was streaming by the name of Zodi Melody that I popped into, that you guys heard. They're pretty cool. Like to play Dead by Daylight quite a bit. Which is no problem there. But yeah, so I think everything is pretty much good now, although Stream Elements is not doing its thing for some reason, even though, like, hold on. Let me check something. Okay, so yeah, I was just checking on, like, my PC channel and everything like that, and yeah, Stream Elements has not popped off for whatever reason. Let me just do... Let me just do this. I want a little better TTV, better TTV emotes. Alright. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. So, hey yo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs, it's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome back, yes back, to the Nukem Graffiti World Tour. Now you might be wondering, Rumble, now you might be saying to yourself, but Rumble, I thought you said you were going to do Bloodborne on Friday. Well, originally I will admit, like I was planning to do some Bloodborne on Friday, aka today, but I've been kind of busy per se with this game. So around like I think like Wednesday night or something like that, I basically did like a little Let's Plays live where I played Bloodborne on the channel. And I managed to do all the DLC with the dude, and basically completing that in one stream. And so now I'm kind of just and so now basically like I'm just kind of like at the come dungeon trying to get my levels, like my final levels in before I even go to New Game Plus 2 and possibly beyond. But the reason why I am doing another stream of Duke Nukem 3D today is for a few reasons. One, we are now on episode 5, aka the new episode for this game, which is called Alien World Order, which I'll, show you guys right here. See? Um, so there's that. Um, Two, as I said, I've been kind of working on this game a little bit, mainly trying to get like some achievements and stuff. And I'm pretty much almost done. I'm pretty close to actually platinuming this game from what I can understand. Cause everything so far that I've seen seems to be involving around like doing stuff in episode 5. From doing things like actually completing the episode on any difficulty to using the quote-unquote hookah in high times, which is going to be the first level that we're going to be jumping into. Killing a Firefly trooper when it's flying small, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then and apparently this is kind of like a secret one from what I've been kind of noticing, but we have to find Serious Sam in the episode, which I forget the name. Hold on. I think Serious Sam is in is in the Mirage Barrage level, so there's that. And yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. So hopefully, if we get lucky today, we can actually be able to platinum this game. And as most people may or may not know, so far, ever since I've owned this PS4, thanks to my friend Onyx giving me his old PS4 and everything, I basically have only gotten one game platinum, and that's Bloodborne. Um, and pretty much, if everything goes well, then Duke Nukem 3D World Tour will be the second. Because the one thing I've learned about this game, because I don't remember for sure if it happens on the PC version, aka the Steam version as well, but you can basically be able to use cheats to do some of these basically do like a lot of achievement stuff in this game, because what I did, like the last achievement that I popped was the roast 'em achievement, which was basically like oh god, what was it? I'm gonna blue screen you guys real quick, kind of see. Let me see. So yeah, basically I had to like burn 50 enemies to death with the incinerator. So there was that. And there was also Rage Engage, which was like killing 10 enemies while on steroids within like 10 seconds or something like that. Which I didn't know exactly as to how I was going to be able to do that, but it turns out but it turns like if I had like, if I basically like played episode 2's final level, and I saved my roids there, or at least use cheats to get them, I could basically, you could basically just like, just you can drop into into the arena where you would fight the Overlord, aka the episode 2 boss, and just pop the roids, shoot the little explosive canister things, and just blow up all the protozoid egg things that are surrounding the arena, and apparently that works. So yeah. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens today, and see if we can get our trophy. So let me just turn on the music. It's always nice to have some music. All right, Alien World Order. There's High Times, Red Ruckus, Bloody Hell, Mirage, Tour de Nukem, Golden Carnage, and Hollywood Inferno.
Yeah, piece of cake. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Alright. So when it comes to this game, because I'm pretty sure, most people might not have, seen other episodes, streams. But besides, going around and killing aliens and things of that nature, we're also going to be doing a little bit of in-game developer commentary hunting, and it's by finding these things.
So we are doing developer commentary of episode 5. It's hard to believe, but after 20 years, Alan Blum and Richard Levelord Gray have come back to build all new content for Duke Nukem 3D using pretty much the original tools. Now the engine is upgraded. This development commentary will talk about some of that. You can also tell that we're able to put a lot more detail in these maps because of increased performance of computer hardware since the last 20 years. It's pretty exciting. We're getting an all-new episode for Duke Nukem 3D in the classic style.
Now here's the thing, and I apologize if I may, like to randomly pause the game at certain moments, but when it comes to this little dev commentary thing right here, right? Like, I can understand that this is in episode 5, but for some reason this is also in episode 1 when we start the Old Hollywood Holocaust. Why couldn't they just do something a little bit different when it comes to the Hollywood level versus High Times?
What made you guys pick the theme of Amsterdam?
I suggested going around the world and at first the bad guy, the aliens, had teamed up with ISIS, and then we thought that might not be such. And then you came in and said they're destroying all the famous world monuments.
So yeah, that was Richard Leverlord Gray that you heard. Pretty much kind of giving us the story of what's going on here.
Yeah, I've never been there myself, and I just thought it was a good location. I mean, a typical place that Duke would probably go to for vacation. You got all the coffee shops, and they're called coffee shops. I didn't know they were called coffee shops.
Drop anything? Nope. Now you're in the clip. Alright. So yeah, we got to go in here, as you can see. And by the way, I love this fucking music. It makes me think of like the Stalker theme, but remixed. Anyway. Now I'm going to show you guys a little secret here. You can actually go up this, because it's actually an elevator. Little secret place. You can get some. You can get an RPG and some ammo for it. So hell yeah.
I've been myself, and this is back in the first time was back in 1985. And to go into a place when this sort of habit was very, you get in jail for decades. And you'd go into a coffee shop, and there's a menu. Not only do they sell it, but there's a menu. And, and little pictures, just like a restaurant. Oh, look at that, that's brown. Oh, this one's nice and golden.
Well, one day in California, it'll be like that.
Coffee, yeah. Golden coffee.
Yeah.
Still secret place here. Get atomic health. Atomics are always nice to have. I like the use of the like the sprite textures, you know, and everything. You know, basically like using the, you know, like the troopers and the enforcers as like little like pool table things. But yeah, look at all that. Crazy, is it not? Alright. Alright. That. Use the key.
Whoa, that's some good coffee.
And that is the first trophy. I never inhaled. Alright. Gonna make before save.
Groovy. No way. Not possible, they said. But it's true. Come get some.
Alright. Firefly trooper somewhere. There's a Firefly trooper somewhere. I can't seem to find them. Really? That didn't count. That's kind of bullshit. Oh, hold on. I need to check something. Because for whatever reason, it's not counting that. Unless it's because like I have to fucking do it in a different way. don't get it. Like, I'm killing the Fireflies people when they're small,
Deja vu all over again.
and yet it's not technically counting that.
Damn, I'm good.
There we go. Finally got that trophy. Got the buzz off trophy. Alright, so I'm at 88% now, so just two more trophies and I've pretty much platinumed the game. So fuck yeah. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay, here we go. That was weird. Huh?
Trippy. Next time I have coffee, I better add some cream and sugar.
Yeah, that was weird. For some odd reason, it's like the game it's like it's wanting to fucking soft lock me or something.
Let's rock.
Anyway, Red Ruckus. Let's do this shit. Damn Slimers. Alright.
I hate those. I don't know why I put those in.
I was gonna say you like to stick those in your maps.
Yeah, and I don't like them. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. Well, you know why I do it? Because for the immersion and the storyline, they're invading the Earth and populating it. So you got to put the eggs. In fact, I even asked, can I get an egg that doesn't sprout, just an egg?
I'm back in the USSR, baby.
And then this one here is.
He's not supposed to be here, is he?
But
yeah, I'm amazed. Level designers, we always get all the credit for the levels. That level's amazing. It's the artists who are doing the art. But this is exactly what the streets of Moscow look like, as far as you can do it in a game like this.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Level Lord lives here. At least in terms of like, you know, whenever this became a thing. Or like whenever this was you know, a thing. So it's pretty cool, I will say.
Let's look at the posters real quick. The one on the left there is Grandma's meat-flavored candy. And you can see it's meat patties and stuff. I don't know why it's funny, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Only in Russia. And then this one here is return your carts here, don't forget your baby.
Oh.
And then the street up there, look, can you look up?
Yeah.
Level Lord
Level
Street.
Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
because I actually live there.
Mm.
Yeah, as you can see in here, confirmed by the man himself.
Come get some.
I'm gonna leave that shotgun there because I believe that gives 10. I believe that because of how that's spawned by the map maker,
I
that's
wonder if the Siskova sisters still live here. Natasha and Nastia.
that gives off 10 things of ammo. Checking all the doors. And yes, I am using the, like the Read Master Duke, Duke Talk thing or whatever, because I'm not, like, I'm not someone, who minds what it'd be like, the classic type, Duke. I don't mind if it's like, the classic or the remaster, because at the end of the day, I know that the person, that the Duke, that's doing the thing is John St. John. Like at the end of the day, I know it's still John St. John, and
Come get some.
no matter what he sounds like, what if he's like, no matter if he sounds, like crystal clear like, or if he's bit crushed or whatever, he's still doing his thing. Like he's still being Duke. Now you over here? No.
And they've got a very famous book, The Master and the Margarita. It's like a political commentary book, I think, from back during Soviet era. But then we've got a real famous park, and they've got this sign. Everyone in Moscow knows this sign. But now it's not the original characters. It's Duke Nukem with a pig cop. That's the post office sign right there. And it should say Pochta Rossiya, the Russian post office. But I was worried about, copyright infringement. And so now it says Почти Pochta, which means almost post office. And then that's not the Russian double-headed eagle, it's Luxembourg's or something. But I was very proud of myself. Почти Pochta. You see this whole storefront here?
Yeah.
That's my brother-in-law's. He owns 3 stores. One's for food, one's for hardware, and one's for, I forget what the other one's for. I never go into it. But that's his actual, I took pictures like you're saying.
Yeah.
And put it in there. He was thrilled. Actually, he wasn't thrilled. His 2 children, his kids were.
I kind of forgotten about that. I never recalled that being a thing. But it wouldn't surprise me, like fucking, having an enemy in the trash can. Alright. See over here. Bringing all the stuff and things.
And that's just a friend of mine's. The guy who introduced me to my wife, whose company is Friendly Orange. He makes games over there. But that says, compare our apples and oranges.
That the stuff on the bottom does?
Yeah.
Because it looks like it'd be Russian for a Duke Nukem.
No, you'd think so.
Doesn't it look like that?
It's not so easy, no. This is farce is their word. They don't have hamburger, which is made specifically of, not ham, but of beef. They have the word farce, and it just means ground up meat, which I think is funny because to me that means that it doesn't matter what type of meat. It's meat.
Just meat.
It's
Meat
meat.
is
It's
meat.
ground up. Eat it. It could be pussycat. You don't know.
Yeah.
Crossed out cow, pig, and chicken, and then that's Duke Nukem's silhouette.
Oh, yummy.
Well, the aliens have reopened the restaurant.
Yeah.
Here's a better, like, a little better image, I guess. And pop. Do, 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 do. Ammo for RPG is always nice.
Good. Holy shit. Come get some.
Oh yeah, I've already got plenty of that. Let me guess. I was about to say, let me guess. There's an egg, an improvised egg thing that's not been, that wasn't doing its thing.
See you in hell. I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
Alright. Take that, because why not, you know.
Blow it out your ass. Your face, your ass, what's the difference?
You know, it's always so satisfying where it's like, you know, you hit you know, like a trooper when it's about to teleport, and you know for sure that you've hit them when, you know, like directly with a rocket to the face and everything like that. You know, they teleport away, and all of a sudden, and then it's like all of a sudden they come back and they just instantly just jib.
Come get some.
Alright, I believe the new incendiary weapon is in here.
Who wants some?
that's pretty much how it works. Can be pretty handy for it can be pretty handy at times.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses. Ah, much better.
How's one though? Yeah. So yeah, basically, this is the incinerator. As you can see, it kind of looks, like it's based off of like the freeze thrower because because supposedly at one point in time we I think like where's my words? I think that at one point in time we were originally going to possibly have a flamethrower weapon in Duke 3D, but we never did. I believe like back in the early beta days or something like that, we had a flamethrower, but like in the final version, um, the game, in the final version of the game, we got a freeze thrower instead. Where it's like, don't get me wrong, like a freeze thrower, it's good. Like it has good uses. Anything like that. Like you'll never really catch me, like talking shit really about the freeze thrower.
Holy shit.
Alright. Checking everything I can. I believe that is another save we can do. But yes, like I know probably some people are going to be, like questioning about like me playing, all the episodes, everything on piece of cake. But but like overall, this is not like a serious type of playthrough or whatever. Just me having some fun. Being able to just to relive this game on PlayStation and everything like that.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
Plus,
Cool.
With the whole situation of the episodes and whatnot, you can basically just complete it. You can complete like any of the episodes for the first time. Like on any difficulty, so you don't have to like so you don't have to like fucking always go for like come get some or or whatever. Maybe one day in the future I might do like a second playthrough or something, and I'll like up the difficulty some because
shit happens.
Yeah, okay, I have to do some shit. think there might be like a mini boss here or something. Yep. And dead. Look at how small the nuke is. Something that's for sure. Let me check all around the other places. See, I don't mind doing stuff like that, you know, where it's like I technically, you know, waste a little bit of my med kit, you know, to refill it up, especially because of how we're almost about to be out of this level. Alright. There's that.
Ready for action.
Bloody hell.
Hail to the king, baby.
Key card. I know basically I just started, but I always like to try and, you know, maybe save my game whenever I get a key and all that, because, you know, one less thing to worry about.
Cool.
Y'all see that? That alien trooper, like, it just went back to, like, went back to sleep, and then, you know, it wakes up again and everything. It's funny.
Groovy.
Being careful. I'll get that, because why not? Because I think like I won't be able. Cause I think like I won't be able to come back to this area.
Cool.
So yeah, we can go in here and then we'll get teleported elsewhere.
Roger. I'm one of the programmers at Nerve, and we worked on the port of Duke, kind of updating the renderer in some strategic ways. And one of the things we did was we took the original sector geometry from the original game and found a way at load time to actually generate 3D models for everything you see. So it draws the world like you would expect any modern first-person shooter to do.
Interesting.
Gives us access to things like tangent space for surfaces and normals, so we can do per pixel lighting, we can do screen space effects like ambient occlusion, trying to get as much bang for the buck as we can in terms of modern rendering without changing the existing assets and using as much of what was there originally. Trying to tastefully update the game, and it also corrects things like you have a correct 3D perspective when you're looking up and down, which the original Duke didn't have because it wasn't actually full 3D. We wanted to find a way to bring the best version of Duke, what Duke looked like in your head.
That hurt.
Groovy.
Well, first death of the episode. That's fine.
Holy cow. Bitchin'.
Alright.
It still looks really good in a lot of ways, but there's some ways that technology's come so far that you don't consider that, oh yeah, when you do look it up and down and there's a skybox in the background, you get seasick because there's parallaxing of the 2D background and then the skewing of the sectors and stuff. So.
Yeah, the old render, everything stretches out so much, it's just like, what the heck am I looking at?
Yeah. It was a cool kind of party trick to be able to say that you could look up and down, and nobody else had done that before then.
Yeah, especially from playing Doom, they not be able to jump and not be able to fly and all
Right.
that. But they'd actually be able to look up and see who's sniping and stuff.
And to bring up Doom.
What we wanted to do is actually, take all the gameplay implications and from that, but actually make it correct perspective 3D like people would expect. We're playing this game now.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
Okay. Okay, yeah, baby. Yeah, I don't think I didn't see you up there, you son of a bitch. Oh, I forgot you were up there. Oh, how I want your ammo for your shotgun. Alright, back to full health. Always nice. Alright. Armor. That was always nice. Take that. Yes, the acidic blood.
Cool.
Like that.
I'm
Pull this
putting the
up.
smack dab on your ass. Eat shit and die.
Alright. Maybe this is the end. I don't know if it appears here, but I think like, you know, but I think like there's a, okay. See, I think like on higher difficulties, apparently there's like a Cycloid Emperor that,
Damn,
that'll
I'm
be around this area. I want to say it's probably around like close to the nuke. But there we go.
Let's rock.
Barrage. So this is the level that we'll find the Serious Sam thing at.
I think this is probably my favorite map.
Yeah, this is a good one. I got to play through a good bit of it. The puzzles in here are pretty cool.
Well, what's neat about this map is I based it off of the real pyramids, and this whole area here.
You mean the shape?
Yeah, the shape.
That's uncanny.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It took 4 sectors. So come on. It was a lot of work. I found some layouts of the actual rooms, and it was built basically like this. And I put it together, and then it turned out to a nice little maze.
When you look at the top down, like in the level editor, it looks like I'm gonna think, come on, Alan, you know, this is so easy. But you get down in there, and very quickly I got lost.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get the feel of where you're going.
Yeah, there's just a couple turns, and you get turned around.
But like I said, in the top down, you think it looks like this little something.
Alright. So I don't always remember about like how the fuck to, you know, to. I can't really remember how the fuck to like zoom in and out the map when on controller. I don't know.
Groovy. Hail to the king, baby.
I got full on armor.
Suck it down.
Trip mine. Come on over.
What a mess. I'm gonna get medieval on your asses. Yeah, piece of cake. Damn, I'm good.
Ow. Gotta find the boy because he is out on the outside area of this. Face your ass. What's the difference? I'm gonna put the smack dab on your ass. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. For a split second there, I thought maybe my game was starting to lag. I don't have a fucking jetpack, so I can't be able to, you know, I can't be able to do the thing. Like, I don't have a jetpack, so I can't be able to do the thing where I just, you know, fly around and, you know, head up top to find Sam.
Cool. That's gotta hurt. I'm gonna put the smack dab on your ass. Holy cow.
There we go.
Why so serious, Sam?
And there we go. Why so serious trophy? That was the one. That was the one. That was the. That was the trophy. That's the hit, and that's the hidden trophy in this game, apparently. Now,
Get that crap out of here.
I believe we only have. I believe we only have just one more trophy to get, and then we can go, and then we can get the platinum. There you know.
Now that we're in the future, I'm happy with being able to build a whole bunch of stuff.
It's always fun to take the old tech and just, you know, sort of exploit it out of it and you got all this extra processing code.
Yeah.
Well, what's really nice is the thing that aggravates me the most about level design is you're constantly fighting frame rate. This, you can do whatever the hell you want pretty much.
So just wait 20 years
And then you
and
can
then make
do
a
the
game
hit.
with that.
So yeah. Now we got the blue key. Really? I was saving in the weirdest spots, man. that. Cause now we're getting ready to drop on in. Then we got a nice, atomic health.
This map, the inside is based on one of the real pyramids, and they have the king's chamber and the queen's chamber, and then they had some subterranean chamber. Added to that, I added the room for the fifth element stuff.
Yep, he did a little fifth element reference in this level.
Hail to the king, baby. Come get some.
We get enough with the boot, and then just finish off with Pop's shotgun.
Damn, I'm good.
Activate all the elements. And you get the fifth element, pops up. You get to see what the fifth element is.
Is it, what's her name, Naked?
There's Jovovich. No, it's Duke is always the fifth element.
Alright. Now I believe that because of how we flipped the switch, there's going to be some areas that are now open. And I always kind of hated this part.
Holy cow. Holy cow. Damn, I'm good. Let God sort him out.
I'm amazed how much I've forgotten.
Yeah, that was one of the things. I went through and played some of the original maps, and every map had little tech things that we put in, and it was just showing off things you could do. And in a couple spots we had stupid little waves like this for no reason.
Cool. You can do it.
Yeah. So I got some lava thing in here, and then that plays off of the four elements for all the different keys you're doing.
Fire.
Alright.
I'm gonna put the smack dab on your ass. Let God shoot him out. Cool.
Is this a puzzle that you guys have done before?
Yeah, and the Abyss
Yeah.
was the first map that had a shrinker puzzle like this. You got to figure out that once you gain access to this little device that's shooting this shrink ray,
Right.
you stand in front of it, and then you realize you're small, you can go get someplace else.
There we go.
Come get some.
No.
And since this is down below everything else, there's no shortcut. So to get out of it. So you gotta backtrack.
Alright. Let's took care of that. We have to go through here. Yes, we do.
Holy cow. Hassan Chop. Groovy.
Alright. Alright, so I believe now we've done all the quote-unquote elements. Let's see. Yep. Bop. Bop. And then
The fifth element is always Duke. Holy cow. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
alright.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
You see pyramids plus aliens on Stargate.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked at Stargate as reference also. And actually, the mothership you go to is based off of one of their ships in Stargate on the series.
Alright. Save it here.
Cool.
Alright, that's one mini battle lord. Alright, good. There's only just one. Alright, I'm trying to remember something.
Who wants some?
Oh yeah.
Holy cow. Come get some.
check something. Alright, so yeah. That there's the normal exit. But we're going here.
Let's rock.
Because we're going to Premier Arena. Or Primary Arena, however you want to, defy it.
I have to commend you guys, level designers, for putting bathrooms in
Every level.
more levels than any other first-person shooter. That is a
I don't know why that
crowning
is.
achievement. That's a very Duke thing. Like,
there's bathrooms and locker rooms, and every level of mine I've got only one.
You got toilet humor, you end up in bathrooms.
it's true. There's a disproportionate amount of resources to rendering bathroom stuff in this game.
I find that kind of funny.
Cool.
Again, I really wish the fucking right joystick would stop, doing that shit. Because it's very annoying. Gotta love it. Alright. Do that. Ooh, atomic health. I'll try and remember about that. Ew.
Thinking that this is going to be purely deathmatch. I had many ways to get from the bottom level underneath it back up to the top level. This used to be, once you got down there as a single player, you could, with the crack in the wall, blow it up so you'd have access to the upper floor. But then I realized as a single playing map, there was too many ways to get up and down, and it got confusing. Yeah. So I blocked off. There's no more elevator on the other side, and there's no more cave.
What we do in life echoes in eternity. Here's your eternity, you alien bitch. Oh!
Alright. So Dookies are there.
Groovy.
Six Octobrains, one Overlord, and a whole bunch of fucking, and let's say a handful at least of Protozoid Slimer eggs. Yeah, I don't know why, but like, I could have sworn that there might have been like a possible jetpack in this level.
In this area now, once you...
Hold on.
So you gotta quickly screw... In this area now, once you've gone out into the arena part, isn't the art just made this level work? But you've obviously been blocked in now with all these bad guys. And the hope is to feel like a mouse in the kitchen with a cat on the kitchen table.
Oh, excuse me.
So you gotta quickly scurry and find a place to hide.
And not in the slime.
Not in the slime, but we got
water to go down.
You got water to go down. There's holes in the ground you can just drop through. I don't know if you've ever done this, Alan, or not. The first time I did it, I've got a hole in the upper area there that you jump in, and it teleports you into another hole so you fall out, and it drops you into a pool of water that you then go in through another teleporter. I thought, is this going to work? And it works.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, because in the pyramid map, falling through that hole, I had to put water down there.
So you wouldn't die, yeah.
So you wouldn't die.
That was my first reason why I was doing it too, is to not damage the person. And then I made this actual water pool where you go boom, and the room you jump in is going to be up here on the right.
Yeah, that is some of the whole bunch of baddies. Alright. So go ahead and save it here. Gotta be careful though, because I don't have fucking... I don't have scuba gear. Yeah, saving is always definitely key. Oh, here it is. Like, ah, yes, here it is.
Cool.
Game, quit. Controller, quit doing that.
Yeah, piece of cake. Shit, die.
Again, fucking. Like, you guys ever have one of those moments where, you know, you're playing a game on the controller, and then like all of a sudden, you know, you have like moments where you feel like you get jerked to one side or get turned to another and everything like that, and then turns out it's like one of your joysticks or something. Ain't that annoying? I know you might not, I don't know if you know, you guys can see it, but it's been doing that, but, you know, for some reason, like, I'm not even doing that, I'm not even turning. I'm not even fucking turning. It's a damn controller. That's weird. Oh. It's like I was seeing a shadow of an octobrain, and for some reason in my mind I was thinking to myself like, oh, it's down below, for some reason. But then again, like, how could that be? Because, you know, this is the because it's the bottom. Alright. Alright. So some little health items pop up. Alright. Get some more ammo. Ammo's always nice. Especially for RPG and Devastator. And boom. Stretching.
Ready for action.
I hear a battle right off the bat.
Smoke Smells like someone cut the fromage. Come get some.
Pipe bombs, armor.
Come get some.
What was that say?
Attention, this is on someone else. You know, I'd go ahead and ask the artists if they want to make their own jokes. And you guys too, if you want. It's still not Easter egg stuff. But that says, attention, strange dog. Not mine. I don't know, and I don't know who did it.
Hail to the king, baby.
Not yet.
Damn, I'm good.
Just want to check to see if that thing was, it would be open or not.
So I have a question
Yeah.
for this map. It feels like I should go this way.
It does. What I want you to do is do that the first time, and then you get in there, the door shuts, and you're gonna get killed. You can't survive.
Yeah.
That's my intention. So you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
And hopefully you did the same game. If I wanted to force you, you got to find your way. You know where to go.
Yeah.
If you go in through the bathroom, it's air duct.
Yeah. Go through.
Then you
exits,
come and
circle
you're
around.
up in that bar, and you've got a rocket launcher, and the guys are down there. They can hardly shoot at you anymore, and it's
Yeah.
a whole different.
Who wants some? Blow it out your ass. Holy cow.
I mean, hey, you know, I got all these pipe bombs, so, you know, why not use them? Let me check something real quick. Platoon, apparently. Okay, so something tells. Hold on. Okay, but I was about to say like, yeah, 'cause it's Friday and everything, and yeah, I was assuming that, yeah, 'cause I didn't get like a notification at, yet that probably pay was not going to be going live today. Checking Discord and everything. Let's check the. Okay. Let me just check Twitch on my phone, just to be sure. I mean, even though I didn't see the thing of, even though I didn't get see the notification of the whole going live, but yeah, guess it's not streaming today. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe if I got lucky, I can probably raid in the shadow or something, but I don't know. Alright, pick cop.
I like all this graffiti and stuff they did.
Yeah, the art has been exceptional.
I don't know what any of it means.
No, I don't either. I don't want to, I don't think.
Yeah, apparently this right here. This is this is acid. I'm not exactly sure why it's this. I'm not exactly sure, like why, why it's like this. Either because either I want to assume either because it's probably stimulating oh this is supposed to be like grass, it's grass and it's moving in the wind or something, or somewhere around here, or maybe somewhere around, or maybe somehow, some way, for some odd reason, there's like a sewage thing that's it kind of just fills up this area in particular.
Come get some.
That hurt. Pickup got eaten by the Porozoid Slammer.
Oh.
I actually did not want to come down here yet. I know I could use the med kit, my med kit and everything like that, but I want to save that for, for like certain moments, like, or occasions or whatever. How dare you? I just fucking got healed to full health, you bastard.
Get that crap out of here.
Those were always my favorite. The first time was in Doom. I'm gonna guess it was one of Romero's maps, but where you got to see a place and you wanted to get there, but you couldn't, and then you come back around later. It's like, oh, this is the place I wanted to get to.
Ah, yes.
Eat shit and die. Cool.
Alright. Do that. The D-Cup ride.
Come get some. Bitchin'. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Hail to the king, baby. Who wants some?
Alright.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. See you in hell. Damn, I'm good. Who wants some?
Alright. Save it here. Gotta love it. Alright, now I got the boots. Boots is always nice, especially, you know, when you're dealing with toxic shit. Alright, so I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, and so this you got the hint of the footprints.
Yeah, is it? Do you think it's good enough for? I think so, but maybe not.
Yeah, it seems pretty good because you can't get through this.
No, it's broken.
And then you follow the footprints.
So yeah, basically the footprints is leading over here. You have to do a little ducky wucky. Get out of there because that's going to be a death room, pretty much.
So what are we fighting in here, Richard?
Bad guy.
Like, where are we?
Oh, this is in the alien ship that's buried underneath the ground. Similar to the level I did in the first two.
killed 69. I mean, it's...
Looks like San Francisco is a sanctuary for illegal aliens.
Yeah, I was willing. I was actually willing. I was willing to, take a few hits.
Yeah, this is Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and I decided that with the 20 years in the future we could do whatever we want. So I built it as big as place as possible. A nice huge open area.
I didn't know how you said you were going to do that.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of subs and a broken bridge. I had the original concept working using the actual room over room with the new stuff that Duke has, which is basically what we had in Shadow Warrior. So I actually built the bridge so you could fly over it and under it. But compared to current games, it didn't stand out as being impressive or anything. It was just like, you can go above it and under it, whatever.
You probably wouldn't even notice it was a big deal.
Yeah, I couldn't notice it was a big deal. When after I did it, it's like, well, I thought it was cool because I was able to do it.
I didn't even see you. I believe it's this ship. Yep. I didn't mean to flip that thing so soon, but it's fine.
Where is it?
Again, could you fucking stop with that? Right stick. So yeah, if you guys if you guys know this, then you probably know where this is from. But for those that don't, basically the inside of this sub here is just like the same exact like layout and everything like that from the sub in Death Row in episode 1. Only this time, like, there's no box here. There's no nuke and stuff. There's no nuke buttons. It's like just install that and everything.
I love this. This is one of my favorite. I guess because of all the World War II games you play, where you're trying to, Normandy Beach or the Russians trying to cross that river. You can see the dink, 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 dink in the water where they're shooting at you from all the way over there.
Oh, there's 3 things here apparently.
That thing's gonna be great for deathmatch. The boat.
Yeah, riding that across. Yeah, for deathmatch, I put in a whole bunch of teleporters in all these supports.
Right.
So you could teleport through and get from one side to the next, but you got to go through the stuff. So if people shot rockets into those, they might chase you down and kill you before you get to where you're going.
I don't think I've ever seen a game that has more switches, more kinds of switches.
Yeah, there are a lot. I don't know why we did that.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, speaking of switches, when you shoot, it does auto aim, up and down, and it doesn't matter on distance of how far the thing is.
Right.
And the weird thing is when you press use, it does auto aim on that also.
Oh.
So if I try to use this switch, if I stand back too far, it'll auto aim to the side, and I can't actually flip the switch. So I had to make this switch shootable. And then the one on the other side I had to get rid of because it just fits me.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, look at this. Ain't that cute?
See you in hell. Damn. I'm looking good. I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
Alright. Right there. Fucking again, I hate when control sticks, you know, trying to fuck me over.
Didn't stop the postal service. Neither rain nor snow nor threat of aliens.
Take that.
Come get some.
It's one of those things, it's like I was on something and I was moving at the same time. Ow. Yeah, I'll grab it for the help, because why not? I think I saw a hell of a lot of, excuse me. I think I just saw, a significant number of, sentry drones.
Yeah, one of the original maps had a cool little transport thing on this. I think it was one of your maps, one of the space stations.
Oh, this, yeah.
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 Had going back and forth, so I thought that was a cool way of getting to the other side of the map.
Ow. Good. Controller, quit that. Get it. Trying to fucking get killed here.
The lights are really nice too. Distance, the buildings on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, with the new lights, I just put out a couple of key lights, lighting up some areas so you can see it. And since the whole bridge is destroyed and everything, I didn't put lights on all the lights going across the bridge because the power would be out. So that works out well for frame rate.
Groovy.
Oh. Apparently, I guess the pickup must have activated that. Yeah, let's go ahead and save because, you know, we've done all that stuff. Ugh. Single ones right now.
So this is Fort Point in San Francisco, right at the base of Golden Gate Bridge. Built to scale, of course. But you know, it's not using anything fancy with room over room or anything. But I got the whole building in there, and with the sloped bridge going over it.
Right.
Just clever use of sectors and stuff to make it look like it's more 3D than it really is.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem? Who wants some?
Yeah, fuck that. Alright. I'll do this because you're gonna have a big battle.
Blow it out your ass. Die, you son of a bitch.
I love it. Alright.
And this will take you down into the inside of the Fort Point courtyard area. Has been taken over by the aliens, and the roof has been covered up, so they're incubating whatever they're doing here.
Alright. Let's get out of here.
Let's rock.
Alright, welcome to the last level of episode 5. And yes, I am fine, everyone. I am just doing, the stretchy stretch. But yeah, so basically, this is the final level of the episode. We're technically kind of like, going full circle, I guess, because, because we're back in Hollywood, more or less. And, we're, because we're basically doing, teamwork, because we're basically doing, like a full circle thing, coming around, being able to, just kind of end things off with where it began, pretty much. Sorry, just checking Twitter real quick, seeing if anything in particular is going on. We got a lot of the. I still find that interesting that Dead by Daylight felt movies being made. Alright.
Desert Hollywood. Well, this is going up to the Hollywood sign. I can't really build a full mountain completely. So I had to take some liberties and make it a little deserty. I wanted to make a map that was kind of like the original Final Boss map, the stadium, just a nice, simple area. You can just go and fight the boss. But decided to add a little extra intro area so you can fight through all those guys and be able to see the destination and, work your way through it.
Come get some.
I love it.
Let God sort him out.
Ow.
Blow it out your ass. I'm gonna put the smack dab on your ass.
sense of being able to see the exit. Some of the other maps, like the previous map, was hard to find where to go. And this one's just nice, straightforward, straight path.
Yeah, speaking of that, always nice about, have a little something like that.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
I forgot about you. A little mini Cyclone Emperor. Alright, so we gotta get rid of these.
Blow it out your ass.
We got a whole bunch of cool sector tricks going on with the earthquake going and shaking up the ground and everything. There's tons of guys because we got the frame rate. And many bosses.
Bitchin'. I'm gonna get medieval on your asses. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Alright. Atomic health there, but we don't really need it.
Hail to the king, baby.
Ow.
See you in hell. Come get some.
Alright, now I'm gonna go get that atomic health. Shrinker. Alright. Do that. Alright, so before I do this boss, I want just to, kind of help you guys out a little bit. If you ever play this game and you're wondering, how this boss is, in a nutshell, it's another Cyclone Emperor, but this time he's a little bit different. Because mainly, instead of the usual firing the rockets and things like that, his primary attack was if you're familiar with a Cyclone Emperor, right? Then you obviously would know that his primary little firing thing is shooting rockets at you, and then now and then he'll probably try and shoot those octobrain beam things as well for like secondary. But this one is a bit of a is not really that hard to deal with. Is you just have to keep your distance, because this is basically like a flamethrower cycloid. Hey Zodi, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. I hope your Dead by Daylight streams went well as well. But yeah, so basically this is like a flamethrower Cyclone Emperor. Primary fires doing the flamethrower attack, which doesn't really have any range or anything like that. You know, so it's like if you keep your distance, you know, you're pretty much good. And then like its little alternate attack is basically just like uh spitting out like the Firefly troopers. So I would say like I would say like for any advice that I would give to this, it's just stay back as far as you can. Use your explosives first, maybe after the, and if you know out of that, then probably like use like your bullet-based weapons.
I'm gonna roast your nuts over an open fire.
I like that you can blow up the parts of the Hollywood sign. It's very Duke 3D. It's very in the spirit of the game with the interactivity.
Yeah, I was thinking about having the animation at the end where you shoot and see Duke with the big box and the Hollywood sign in the background. That was the built. So Duke.
And there we go.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
There we go. I'm back, baby. Got a trophy. And hail to the king. Got my platinum. Hell yeah. So yeah, we have now officially platinum Duke Nukem 3D World Tour on PlayStation 4. You know, because, hell yeah. We'll let the credits roll, because why not? Gotta love it. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good today, Zodi. Again, thank you so much for for coming on by and everything. The original release created by 3D Realms. Gotta love it. Delivered for 3D in 1996 Atomic Edition. George frame rate sucks bizarre. Oh gosh. Look at all those people. I don't think there's anything in particular that happens after this, but I figured that, you know, I'd you know, let the credits do its little thing. I mean, I was gonna probably just have it at like at the little end screen thing there, but there we go.
Rockin'. Let's rock.
All right. Alright, so yeah, that was my playthrough of episode 5 of Duke Nukem 3D World Tour. You know, and we have completed our second, you know, we have our second platinum game. First one was Bloodborne, and now second one is Duke Nukem 3D World Tour, and I'm pretty happy about that. So I will say this: when it comes to episode 5, you know, it's definitely pretty nice. Like all levels are pretty good. Action can be a little bit, you know, it can be quite up there and everything like that. No real complaints per se. I mean, like other than just like maybe, I don't know, like if you're playing this on PC or something like that, then, you know, maybe if you're playing with like the if you're basically, you know, like playing it like with this true 3D rendering and everything like that, it could possibly run like ass because it just kind of happens, I guess. As you can see, like this is what Duke 3D would look like, without the lighting and everything like that, and then this is what it looks like, with the lighting, like the true or the rendering, because like you can see, like the skybox normally would be like this, and then you have it like this, have it like a 3D like environment, and like even though it's mainly like really 2D and all that. So, but yeah, the level stuff, they were good. The boss though is questionable because like as you saw, like I basically took no damage from the boss, like at all. It's just like I don't really know what the deal is with like having another Cyclone Emperor, but this time it's like, oh, we're gonna like be like, oh, this time we're gonna make him a bit spicy. We're gonna make him be like have them like have flamethrower move and everything like that, and then just I don't know. It's just weird in my opinion. But I mean, hey, what can you do? They went with it and everything like that, so it is what it is. So yeah, let's see. Are they actually gonna do that or not? But yeah, like levels and stuff, they're good. They were good. Boss, bit of a joke, I mean, hell, I just basically just unloaded my Devastator on them, and even with like the close proximity that I was, like I took no damage and everything. So yeah, I would say maybe it's like I would say if I have to like rate the episode, I would say maybe like it's like a 9, like around like maybe like a 9 or 9.5 out of 10. Like, the only reason why I don't give it like a perfect, like a perfect 10 out of 10 type score is because of the boss. But other than that, it is. But other than that, though, it is what it is. So, yeah. I'm pretty happy though that I was able to platinum this game. Um, I don't really know exactly what game I'll be able to platinum next because I know certain someone's wanting me to try and maybe do like platinum Dark Souls 3 because I guess like in their minds or in his mind, I'll just say say that. But like in his mind, it's like if I am able to somehow platinum Dark Souls 3, then then I'll be ready for Elden Ring because even though like I didn't, even though like I wasn't really planning on like playing owning Elden Ring, but whenever I got this PS4 from my friend Onyx, it's like there were some things on there that were still left over and everything because I guess like he didn't do like a full factory reset or something. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I got like some extra little games to play around with and stuff like that. So, meh. Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just want to say to everyone though, thank you so much for watching. I really and truly do appreciate it. And again, to Zodi, I know you probably give me a case of Lurkma, aka lurking in my stream. But thank you for popping on by, even if it might have been for like a short little time frame. And then to everyone else, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Not only this stream, but this whole series of through the Graffiti World Tour. Revisiting the classic episodes. From 1 to 3, and even with the 4th, and even playing episode 5 and killing a bunch of aliens and getting a whole lot of developer commentary stuff to play with as well. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be doing a raid in just a little while. So if anyone, so for those that are in the chat right now, just please stay tuned because as per my usual little routine thing, I'm going to end the stream, get on Twitch, and do a raid. While I do that, if anyone's if anyone's here, still here, you can do a little copy paste of the raid message and everything like that. So yeah. Yeah, let me check my Twitch tracker. I have a pretty good idea on who I'm going to raid, but I just want to see like the other possible things because I know how like I know how like some people that I don't like quite follow like on the channel wise, but I have them as I have them on my Twitch tracker list. Okay, so that's. Excuse me. Alright. So yeah, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try and raid the Inverted Shadow. He is currently playing Splatoon 3. So, we're going to go say hi to him. Yeah, just a little bit. Excuse me. But yeah, apparently Inverted Shadows are playing Splatoon 3. I don't know exactly as to what's going on in Splatoon 3, but, we'll see what happens when we get there. But I'm gonna do my schedule and then my outro, and then I will, get things slowly but surely set up. So, yeah. So, because this is my active week of streaming and everything for this week, my next planned stream, if everything goes well, will be tomorrow, aka Saturday, which will be yet another installment of Sega Sonic Saturday, and I'm gonna be doing some more Sonic Origins, continuing my playthrough of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because we dipped our toes into a little bit of that game last time, and we're going to try and see if we can do more of it. Maybe get some more Chaos Emeralds, maybe some more coins, things like that. So, yeah. Excuse me. And then after that, my next stream will be on Sunday, and I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking about what I'm going to probably do for that day is. I'm probably going to play some more Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator. Just have like a bit of like a fun chill stream type of thing. Just play like a little silly little game or whatever. So there's that. But I may randomly like pop in some Dark Souls 3. Maybe I might like do a little grinding of around an Anorlando. Maybe try and find like do some proof of Concord. Like grind for some proof of Concord, so I can get like the I believe it's the Dark Moon Blade from like the Blade of the Dark Moon Covenant and all that. Or I may randomly pop in Bloodborne, because if you guys saw my Twitter post, I'm going to be trying to bring in a little bit of a new character to the game. And I'll go ahead and just say it right now, but I'm gonna be trying to do a little playthrough of the game as Ariana. Ariana is one of the main NPC characters. It's an NPC character that's in Bloodborne, and she's known to kind of give you like an umbilical cord thing if if you save her and send her to Cathedral Ward and everything like that. So, I don't really know exactly as to what I'm gonna do with her just yet, but like I think what I might do in a way is I might like try and maybe make her into a maybe like a bit of an invader build or something. I don't know. Cause here's the thing, okay? I don't really know like as to what kind of builds to do for like certain characters, because I usually just go well like just like the origin class or something like that. Yeah, I've been kind of told technically that if you go with like like the lore or whatever thing like that doesn't really matter. It's like if you go for like a certain class, like a certain origin thing that like 9 times out of 10 you have to fucking go with that or something like that or something. I don't fucking know, but we'll see what happens. That's all I can really say. I may just like make Ariana like a bit of a level 100 build or something like that. Maybe play around like maybe just do like main game only stuff, or maybe I might get like DLC stuff unlocks. That way I can hopefully grind the Winter Lanterns around Orphan of Constance area and get some decent gems there because. So I mean, cause like I know there's some Winter Lanterns that are in like the main game that you can do a little grinding with, and possibly get good gems there. But I don't know, like the gems that I've seen in the DLC, like with the Winter Lanterns there and Orphan of Costas area, um, they've been known to be good, like it's pretty good stuff. From like physical damage and like increased stamina cost or whatever. So we'll see. But like what I'm wanting to do is like hopefully get her a dress, get her shoes and everything like that too, and all that, and then go from there. I'm probably not gonna give her like any headwear, even if like headwear would like possibly give me some defense or something like that. But I kind of want to like make her as best as I can. So we'll just have to just wait and see what happens. That's all I can really say. I know that I'm gonna have to take a trip to Castle Canehurst to to get like her outfit and everything like that because for right now my plan is to technically try and get the right to for lash weapon that you can get at Canehurst. Get her outfit and possibly like have her be a bit of an invader build or something. I don't know, because I may technically do the things that I did with Caleb, aka my first build, or I may randomly just do the same exact kind of thing I did with the doll or something. I don't really know, Maybe, but I guess like we'll have to just wait and see what happens. But it should be fun. But it should be fun either way. So there's that. Well, no. So that's all I got to really say about that. But if you enjoyed what you saw today, though, and you're watching us on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, and all that good stuff. And if you like what you see on my YouTube, then by all means, leave a like, drop some comments or two, and be sure to hit the bell notifications so that way you never miss an upload from me because I always do try and tend to upload stuff to my YouTube channel, especially on my off days and everything like that. So, yeah. And last but certainly not least, if you have a Twitter account, you can follow my Twitter at Mr. Rumble Roses to know what goes on from any stream-related updates to possible notifications as to when I go live. To YouTube links that I share, or just have some sort of way of messaging me. So, hell yeah. So, let's see. Okay, see, I'm watching Shad's video on my phone. I'm seeing like who he's playing with. Apparently, it's like he's in like a trio party type of thing. Apparently he's doing like a bit of a salmon run. So yeah, we are going to pop on over to the Inverted Shadow, or the Realm of Shadows, as you know, as they like to call like the community and everything, and say hi. So yeah, yeah, because I always like to try and raid Shadow whenever I know that he's online and I'm about to end or whatever. So that means to get a few things a little ready. Alright. So for anyone that's in the chat right now, just please stay tuned because I'm going to, as usual, in the stream, get on Twitch and set up the raid there. So if anyone's there, if anyone's currently here, still working or whatever, just do a copy paste of the raid message if you want. Let Shadow know that you're coming from my channel and everything like that, and maybe drop him a follow if you want, kind of support another streamer. Or if you want to go that extra mile, you can subscribe to him, if you want, but you don't have to, it's totally up to you guys, but yeah. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until I see everyone in the next video or live stream, take care everybody.